September 18th, 2026. That day is coming fast, and most Indians have no idea what happens on that day. A rule that changes how America decides who gets a green card and who does not. It is called the Public Charge Test, and it does not just look at your income anymore. It looks at your age, your health, your finances, your family, everything. So today we'll tell you exactly what this means and what every Indian must do before 18th September. This is EIKOS Global and I'm your host Neha Upadhyay. So what is the Public Charge Test? It is a test that USCIS uses when you apply for a green card. The question they ask is this: is this person likely to depend on the government for support? If the answer is yes, your green card can be denied. That rule has always existed, but the new version that will be effective from 18th September 2026 is much stricter, much broader, and much more detailed. It now looks at 6 specific factors. So let us go through all 6 one by one in simple terms. The first factor is age. If you are very young, under 18, or if you are older, over 61, USCIS may see that as a risk. Why? Because younger people and older people may be less likely to be working and earning and more likely to need government support. For Indians, this matters a lot. A lot of Indian families bring elderly parents to America on B2 visa, and some of those parents are applying for green card through family sponsorship. Under this new rule, their age alone could be a factor against them. Now, the second factor is health. USCIS will look at any health condition you have, anything that might require expensive medical treatment, anything that might affect your ability to work. This does not mean sick people automatically get denied, but it means that if you have a serious ongoing health condition, USCIS can factor that in and it can count against you. For Indians, this is important. Any chronic condition, any ongoing treatment, any expensive medication can turn against you. Now, factor number 3, finances. USCIS will look at your income, your assets, your debts, your credit history, and whether you have used any public benefits. SNAP, food stamps, Medicaid, housing vouchers, any means tested government benefit. If you have used these, or if USCIS thinks that you might need them, that can be held against your green card application. And here is the new part that shocked everyone. The rule now also allows USCIS to consider benefits used by your US born children. Your American citizen children, their use of Medicaid or CHIP can now affect your green card. Now, factor number 4. The fourth factor is your education and skills. USCIS will look at your qualifications, your work history, your English language ability, your professional licenses. The idea is very simple. If you are well educated, skilled, and employed, you are less likely to need government support and more likely to get approved. For Indians, this is actually a good news. Indians on H1B are highly educated, highly skilled, high earners. This factor generally works in their favor, in Indians' favor. Now, fifth factor is your household size. The bigger your family, the more income you need to show. USCIS uses a calculation based on family size. You need to show income of at least 125% of the federal poverty line. For a family of 4, that is roughly $39,000 per year. For a family of 6, it is more. The bigger your household, the higher the bar, and if you cannot show enough income, your sponsor may need to file an affidavit of support showing they can cover for you. Now, factor number 6, prior public benefits use. This is the one that is scaring the most Indian families right now. If you have used SNAP, Medicaid, housing assistance, or any other government benefit on or after September 18th, USCIS can use that against you. And here is the key date. Only benefits used on or after September 18 will be counted. Benefits used before that date under the old Biden era rule will not be held against you. So right now, before September 18 is your last window to use any benefit you need without it affecting your green card. Now the question is why I'm talking about Indians this much and why Indians must pay attention. See, when we talk about Indians specifically, three groups are most at risk. First, Indian Air Force spouses, no work authorization, using Medicaid for themselves or their children. Second, Indian families with elderly parents applying for green cards. Age will be a factor, health will be a factor, and any Indian who lost a job recently and used any government benefit during that period, all three groups need to talk to an immigration attorney before September 18th. So there are a few things you can do right now. First, talk to an immigration attorney this week. Understand exactly how this new test applies to your specific situation. If you are using any public benefits, understand that the September 18 deadline is near. Only benefits used after that date will count. Build your financial documents, bank statements, tax returns, employment letters, evidence that you do not need government support. Have it all ready, have it all handy so that you don't face any problem while filing your application or while getting a green card. So the new public charge test kicks in: age, health, financials, education, family size, benefits, history, 6 factors, all of them now used to decide your green card. For Indians who have worked so hard to build their lives in America, this test is one more hurdle. So know the factors, talk to your attorney, build your financial evidence and act before September 18. Why? Because after that date, the rule changes. So subscribe and share this with every Indian you know who has a green card application pending. So that's all in this video. See you in the next one. Till then, this is me, Neha Upadhyay, signing off.